Hi, everyone, me again. I just did
Hi.
a search on my slogan, and I want to use it for my company, clothing and merchandise. And I realized in a very popular TV show, they say the same thing. It's two lines, very basic. It's kind of like this. It's incredible, and it's life, and it is life. I know scripts are not trademarked, but copyrighted. Because I'm using mine for clothing and merchandise, I think we would be fine. Thoughts?
I would say no, because if this is an expression used from a TV show, the USPTO may deem it to be a commonly used expression. If it's like in the general zeitgeist, right? If it's people are talking about it, people are using it, it's in memes. I mean, if it's in pop culture, potentially then it's a common expression, in which case the USPTO is not going to allow it to be registered. Second consideration is an expression like this may not actually function as a trademark. In order for a trademark to function as a trademark, it has to connect a product to a consumer, right? That's the whole point of a trademark, A to B through the trademark. And
Let's
if
do an
it's
example. How about this? Sort of like an idiom. Let's do that's the last straw.
yeah,
Okay, if you're going to try to build a brand around that, what are some of the problems there?
you'd want to do some research to see if the USPTO has deemed that expression to be a common expression and essentially off the table for registration purposes. Assuming that they allow it to be registered, then yeah, you could take a look at it in that particular apparel class. That's a refusal that I see more and more often is like common expression, right? And the reason we see more of that is it's easier to find this stuff, on social media these days. And so it's not difficult in a country of 330 million people for the examiner to go research your slogan and find 100 other people using it, on various goods, services, and things like that. So one, it's a common expression, likely, in which case you may not be able to register it. Two, it might be so associated with that other company or that TV show that the USPTO is going to be like, this is from this, and it's associated with that. And do you own the TV show? And they might ask about that. And then third, I mean, is it really functioning as a trademark, right? Or is it just decoration, or as the USPT calls it, ornamentation? So that's where talking to a trademark attorney before you spend the money and print out the 1,000 T-shirts is probably well worth your time.
Right.
Apparel's tricky. A lot of clients want to file in apparel, and that's cool. Happy to help, but it's more complicated than you think. There's so many applications at the USPTO in Class 25 for apparel. Proving use is not as easy as you might think. You can't just put the expression on the front of the T-shirt. It's got to be like in the upper left breast pocket area or on the label. So it's not as easy as most clients think it is to register a trademark in the apparel class.